Hey y'all, this is Lisa Michelle B on the scale. I promised you a video. I'm getting sleepy. Let me see what time it is. Uh, can't see that far, child. I need my spectacles. Let me see. Shoot, it's just a little bit after 6 o'clock. I have one more meal to get in, and then I'm going to take my bath, and then I'm going to sleep. I'm going to have an apple and some peanut butter. I have a taste for apple and peanut butter. I usually would have a yogurt in the evening, but I don't want a yogurt in the evening. I've had one yogurt already today, so forgive me, y'all, for all this yawning. I was out and about most of the day. I drank my smoothie for breakfast, like I usually do. I usually have a liquid breakfast, and then I was out and about and didn't pack any food because I thought I'd be home by 10 o'clock. I left earlier in the day. So pulled over and went into, get ready on again, y'all. Oh, wait. Pulled into El Pollo Loco and sat and ate with Gigi. And I had a chicken thigh. And I even got some avocado dressing that I don't think I'll have any more of that. It's really good, but my blood sugar was 120 and it never is anymore. I usually get a 90 in the evening, so I'm spoiled. You can have 140 for the whole day, which is normal, but I need to be in the 90s. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with me. I'm just really tired. Went to Walmart today to pick up some food items and went to Winco. So I let Gigi go in the store and I waited in the car, and so I'm sitting in the car and I hear all this arguing. I'm just like, what's going on? So I look out the window because I'm kind of by the door, and it's this man, couple actually, and they were a couple of colored people. So they were being accused of stealing something, which I didn't see anything in the man's hand or the woman's hand. It seemed like they were married. I would think they were. And loss prevention. It was 7 people from loss prevention that came out of the Winco store in Lancaster, California, and escorted both of them out of the store. So I guess they were being watched. I never did see the man holding anything because I was watching when they got escorted out of the store. So they come out, the man's pissed, clearly pissed because he's being accused of stealing. Very loud. And he was arguing with loss prevention. It was brother there, a couple of brothers of color, and a Caucasian gentleman and a few Hispanic gentlemen, but it was 7 of them total. So he walked on out the store, but he kept doubling back and going back in there arguing and stuff. So they said they were going to call the police on him. He said, go ahead and call the police. I don't care. So they did. So while all that's going on, his wife opens up their car door. They're parked in the handicap that's right in front of the door. Like, so if you're going to steal or whatever, they said, like Gigi said, why would you park right by the door? Wouldn't you park someplace else so you can make a clean sweep? That's what I would think. So I get to hearing all this arguing and carrying on. So the lady gets in the car and pulling off. She's going to pull off. Police roll right up behind her. Pew, whoop, and make them get out of the car. And gentleman walks over to a little area and he's asking them, what have I done? Oh, well, you were shoplifting and blah, blah, blah. He said, I didn't take anything. But what's funny, a lady that I know was watching the video on Facebook, and she was saying, well, he's holding a cake because when was instructed to sit down, it was like a rock out there, decorative rock. So he sat down on that decorative rock, but right when he was sitting down, he had a cake in his hand. And I'm thinking, where did the doggone cake come from? Because I used to be security, and so did Gigi. And if you have someone that's shoplifting, you always confiscate whatever it was out of your store that the person was stealing, and then you escort them out. It's observe and report. Of course, you don't put your hands on anybody. So when they were escorting him, they weren't touching him because they know better. So funny, I did see the cake that he all of a sudden was holding, but when they walked to that car, they didn't have nothing in their hands and they were complaining and loud. And then all of a sudden he has the cake in his hand, just materializes. So he sits down, and I guess they took the cake. You have to look at the video on Lisa Michelle Garrett Facebook. I'm going yawn again, y'all. Ooh, long day. Anywho, they handcuffed him, and he said, "I'm not resisting. Why are you handcuffing me? I'm not doing anything. I didn't steal anything." So they handcuffed him and stood him up. They were putting him in, getting ready to put him in the back of the police car. It was about 3 police cars there. So it was this really tall gentleman helping get the handcuffs on him with another short gentleman. And his wife was videotaping the whole scenario, right like this, in their face. Well, not up on him, but she was close enough. And it was all kind of spectators videotaping. I'm videotaping too, from the car, in the safety of my car. So she was videotaping and saying that through the law, hey, by law, she can videotape, which is true. She can. She can do what she wants. It's her device. And everybody out there was videotaping. So, like, why not? Her husband is getting handcuffed. She wants some kind of record of it. So the taller Caucasian cop, he gets pissed because she said she know the law and blah blah blah. So she's filming, and he walked over to her, and if he didn't grab her and slam her down on the ground, slammed her hard like she was some big old man, slammed her down on that hard ground, and then he put his knee in her neck. Y'all know y'all ain't supposed to do that for sure. Folks was dying off of that motion. So he put his knee into her neck, and she all on the ground and everything, screaming, and the husband was saying, which it doesn't resonate on the camera, but I could hear him myself. Everything didn't pick up. It was a lot going on. So he was saying, "You don't need to treat my wife like that. She has cancer." Oh, that just hurt my heart so. So she's screaming. She's on the ground. He slapped her. And then he had his fist up like this, and he was getting ready to sock her. So you can hear me in the video from the safety of my car saying, "Don't you sock her. Don't you sock that woman. Don't you sock her." But could nobody hear me anyway because I was far away enough where they just couldn't hear me. But I was just too much going on. I was so upset, and my hands were shaking and stuff. So he gets her up off they put her in handcuffs. He put her in handcuffs by himself. And she was in a whole bunch of pain because he knocked her down and slapped her. So he gets her up and had handcuffs on her and walked her to the back of the car, to the police car, and put her in. So it was a lot of commotion. And I'm just like, oh my God. You see stuff like that on TV. You know what happens in real life. And I know people are going around celebrating Juneteenth because of it was originally called Freedom Day. Guess what, people? Guess what? Come closer. We're not free. Yeah, it commemorates something that happened in history, but guess what? We're not free. Oh, okay. So they're killing people. They're shooting people. People of color. in the back and doing all kind of random hate racist things to us, but it's okay. And we want to go off and eat barbecue, whatever. You can just have people come over and eat if that's what you want to do. But just to be celebrating some Juneteenth from way back when, I think it's just a reason for everybody to get together and party, is all I'm thinking. But some people feel very strongly about Juneteenth. I feel strongly about it, but in an opposite way. So I'm not knocking anybody that does celebrate Juneteenth, so don't be coming in the comments talking no trash to me, okay? But I have my opinion too, and this is my page, so I will respect your views on Juneteenth, and I'm gonna please respect mine. But the lady didn't deserve to be treated like that. Where that doggone cake came from, I don't know. It's a small cake. He was holding it. But when I tell you, I saw it because I didn't get that part on camera because he wasn't loud when he first came out that store. He didn't start getting loud till a few moments after, and he had nothing in his hands, nor did his wife. When they went and got in the car, they didn't have nothing in their hands because I'm looking at them. So, where the cake came from, y'all? Supposing if he really did steal a cake. I saw a cake. He said he didn't steal that cake. So, what was funny, where did the cake come from? But that doesn't justify you handcuffing him. It doesn't justify you knocking his wife down on the floor. They're an older couple. They're in their 50s, look like they're in their 50s like I am. Lady could have been a little older. Slapped her the hell down on that floor like she was a big old man. I'm like, dang. So I'm just here to say that I had a really traumatic day, and through all of that, I still managed to get my meals in during the day while I was out and about. So I had the chicken thigh from El Pollo Loco, which was absolutely delectable. And then we went to Walmart. I got yogurts and stuff. So I had a yogurt. We had to make a stop at a store. So I stopped off at this cute little coffee shop by my house I'd never been in before, and met this really wonderful guy, Christopher, that works there. Really sweet guy. And I ordered Gigi really fat cinnamon roll with all this thick white icing on it because I can't have that. So I said, somebody gonna eat some cake, somebody gonna eat some cinnamon roll, somebody gonna eat something sweet. Okay? So she treats me well, I treat her well, so I want her to have a cinnamon roll. So sure, she's at home right now enjoying that, and I'm gonna find out later. But I went there and got a spoon so I can have my yogurt, and we made another stop at another store, and then I ate my yogurt in the car. So two of my meals I had out and about. Then I came home, and I had got a red bell pepper from Walmart. So a small one, and I cut it in half. I was gonna make an egg salad sandwich, but I didn't feel like making that with that half a bell pepper. Just not in the mood. Really wasn't hungry, but I know I have to eat. So I put some one spoonful, mind you, one spoonful, small spoon of egg salad on in my bowl, and I put one spoonful of hummus, and I sliced the bell pepper up so it looked like a whole bunch to me anyway for my eyes. And what else? I got some of those cheese whips. If I don't know if you know what those are, but they're like some cooked cheese mini cheese circles, and they're called cheese whips, WHIPS, and they're crunchy and good. So I got the Asiago pepper jack ones, and oh, when I tell you they delectable. The serving size is 19, but I can't eat that much anymore. I would have took them up on a serving size of 19 because cheese is low carb. So um I had 5 of them, and I'm fine, and I don't feel like I'm just busting full or miserably full, because that Ozempic has your food digesting really slow, and you're not hungry, so everything is fine. So I just wanted to tell you all about my really busy day. I'm just was upset earlier today. That would have been a perfect opportunity to get myself a cinnamon roll too, because you know those sweets make you diabetic behind feel better. So I'm like, psh, I ain't eating that stuff. You know, I've come a long way, baby, and I'm doing too good to be turning back now. And Gigi got me the cutest dress, so we're gonna go and visit our friend Denise's church, and it's just up the street, so we're gonna go and visit her church and just relax and enjoy a word or two from message from the Lord with Pastor V. Jesse Smith. So he's really in First Lady Joanne, his wife. So yeah, we're gonna have a good time tomorrow, and then maybe after church we'll all go somewhere and hang out or something. But that's really what's going on with me. And I rearranged my room last night and coming along good. If you can see this desk, you'd be like, golly, it looked like a hot smoky mess. But I'm working on it bit by bit, so I got things to do. And I got art supplies everywhere. I got to get some organizing bins or something, or some master plan. If you have any organizing tips or hacks and stuff for me, pass them along, y'all. I need some help. I'm asking for help, okay? Well, have a wonderful rest of the day. I'm going to prepare my last snack, and I'm going to have some hot tea, and I'm going to relax. Then I'm going to take my bath, and then my insulin. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. Shoot. Now, don't look like I'm going to be able to sleep in late tomorrow because we're going to church. Church will start till 10, though, so I'll be all right, y'all. I'll see you later next time. Peace. Click like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend.